If you're interested in FIFA Mobile, I currently have a second channel where we run a FIFA Mobile Road to Glory, link down below. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description. Use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video, and we have the 88 rated mid icon, Zanetti, to look at today. Worth around 400 or there or thereabouts, at least, on the market. The SBC is roughly the same. I do have an opinion on that, and I did mention it in the Luis Figo review that I did earlier. And I do have a video coming out, hopefully later tonight, to explain why I think the SBC prices are the same as the market and why it may not be a bad thing, or maybe at least something that EA can't really help. With that being said, the 88 rated Zanetti is a good option for those looking for links. I don't think it's the best icon in the world. I mean, there are cards out there that are definitely similar and for far less money. And I'm talking the likes of Pereira, for example, 85 rated, is I wouldn't say it's a very similar card, but it's going to compete with this, sure. Even Trent Alexander-Arnold, and believe it or not, the new inform Kufal, who plays for West Ham, who no one knew existed before he got that inform. That card is very similar to this one. Okay, doesn't quite have the passing and maybe the defending stats without a chem style, but with a chem style, all of a sudden competes. Now, with that being said, you get 2-star skills, not ideal for those who like to use the likes of Cuadrado at right back, which I do. So it was a bit of an adjustment to go from Cuadrado to Zanetti. But he does have 4-star weak foot, high work rates, which is perfect for a fullback. Of course, 82 acceleration, 84 sprint speed. You are going to need to bump up that pace. A lot of people will put a shadow on him, and that is perfectly justifiable. The reason I have a catalyst on him is because they are cheaper than shadows, and I didn't want to waste a shadow on a loan card. Otherwise, 100% I would have put a shadow on him. Takes it up to 92 acceleration, 94 sprint speed. His shooting, let's not talk about it, it's awful. 97 short passing, 99 crossing, which is very good, and there is evidence of his crossing in this. The ball he delivers to Dembele, and the finish from Dembele, oh my days. And of course we are talking about the 83 Dembele, which is just mad that he is not still usable. That's not the mad part. It's that I play him over certain cards that I really probably shouldn't be playing him over. But with that being said, very good ball control, reactions, balance, and composure. His dribbling and the agility itself, not great. That's the team I've got him in. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's an insane team. A couple of questionable cards. Maybe Koundé could be upgraded to Varane. And, of course, Dembele in there. Figo actually came in and replaced Mbappe. Would I recommend it? No, but I'm just doing it for review purposes, right? And then, of course, Zanetti comes in instead of Cuadrado. Now, I was using Semedo for a while. Then I got rid of him because I needed a strong link to Ronaldo. Started using Cuadrado, and having someone who has skills at right back, believe it or not, is very useful. I overuse the Elastico. I mentioned earlier that I might be addicted to it, and I think I am. Can you get by with a 2-star skill right back? Well, apparently, yes, you can, because he did a very good job for me. I think only once did I find that he was at fault for something. And I think that was probably my fault anyway, to be fair. So, yes, it's a lot of money to spend on a fullback, but I suppose the question, is he actually any good as a fullback? His defensive skills are fantastic. There are a lot of players out there that I've, even at the beginning, I compared to Zanetti, and I said, look, you can even go for this Kufal card. You know, he's 10k or 12k on the market. No one knows who he is, but he's a very good card for what he is, and he's nowhere near. That looked like a dive to me. I'm saying nothing. There's a big price difference between those cards. Even Pereira, Semedo, Cuadrado, and so on and so forth. There's a massive price difference between Zanetti, off the market, the SBC, and these type of cards. So why should I go and spend 400,000 coins on a fullback when I could use Aaron Wan-Bissaka there, and I have a better attacking option, and I have a solid defensive option there as well? Well, the difference between someone like Zanetti and someone like Figo, and the reason I'm saying that is because I'm not comparing them directly for the position. What I'm saying is Figo's position is inundated with cards that can do that job. I compared it in the review to Dembele. I said Dembele does an equal job, if not maybe sometimes better, because he has different traits that work for him. When it comes to Zanetti, it depends how you play. I don't play with overlapping fullbacks. I play with stay back while attacking, and they do a defensive job. They very rarely get forward. This is where he made a mistake, and now he's trying to recover, and then Van Dijk mops up for him, and then we're able to play out from the back. His short passing is unreal. You will not misplace a pass so long as the gameplay is going in your favour, and that's what I really like about him. But the more sort of forward up the pitch you go, the further up the pitch you go, I should say, the more you can use cards like Dembele and Saint Maximin and even Adama Traore and João Felix and all the rest of it. You can use those players because they're a little bit broken and you can get away with them. The further back you go, there's only a certain number of cards you can use. That's why you come up against the same defenders all the time. That's why you always play your Van Dijks, your Gomez's, Varane, and who's the other one? Like Carlos, maybe. There's maybe one or two others, but you always come up against the same defenders, and you always come up against the same fullback. You always come up against Semedo, constantly. Nearly everyone has Semedo. Or Kyle Walker, for example, because they've got pace, and they're able to just defend and get it out from the back. Zanetti doesn't have as much pace, but if you give him a shadow, which is what I would recommend, all of a sudden, 92 acceleration, 94 sprint speed. Is he going to be able to keep up with an Mbappe with a Hunter? Probably not, but then again, neither's Semedo, right? So does it really matter? In my opinion, no. He's going to be quick enough. Look at this for a cross. Bang. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dembele is in oceans of space. That is a great finish, but he still needed to pick him out. I really like this card because he can defend. I really like this card because his passing from the back is superb. If you do play overlap, his crossing is pinpoint accurate every single time. He's very good on the ball when it comes to first touch, getting it out from under his feet. His reactions are very good. And of course, he has a 4-star weak foot, which is almost invaluable in a situation where he may be called upon to cut in on the left if he needs to be able to pass it inside. 4-star weak foot in this game, almost as good as a 5-star, banging. The downside to it, unfortunately, is that this is a very expensive card for what I would consider to be a minimal upgrade over the likes of Semedo. Semedo and Wan-Bissaka and even Kyle Walker and all the rest of these cards that people use in abundance because they are relatively cheap and they're fast, they can't do the passing that this guy can do. They don't have the ball control this guy has, and they don't have the icon factor, which I've talked about a lot. And that is that I think EA make these cards feel a little bit better in game, and they perform better because they're icons, and they want them to be expensive for a reason. And I firmly believe that because Figo was doing some things that he really shouldn't have been getting away with, and yet he did. Is he worth the money? I've got it at 50-50 because only you know. If you have what you need in the club to complete the SBC and you're happy to do that, then yes, sure he is. If you've got 400k and you want to go buy an icon off the market and you want a right back that links to Messi or whatever, if you're willing to spend it, it's worth it. But so it's down to the individual. It's a very good card. The problem with FIFA is that I'm not sure it's good enough to warrant that price tag over someone like Semedo or Wan-Bissaka or whatever. And that's the biggest problem with this game. I really liked him and I didn't see that the pace was a problem. I am very tempted to complete the SBC. I just want to see what the next maybe 20 days brings us with regards to other icons, upgrades and potential icon packs that I've seen put into the code recently. Very good card. Much better than what you'd think it is, given the lack of pace. Just put a shadow on him. Anchor's good as well, but you are sacrificing a little bit of the pace to get a bit more of the strength. I think he's got enough strength. Just give him a shadow. Brilliant card. Really is good. I like it a lot. If you have enjoyed this play review, do me a favour and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.